a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
How was the desert, Sadie, you might wonder? Thanks for asking. It was hot. And another thing, why do deserts have to be so bloody huge? Why can't they be a few 100 meters wide? Just enough to give you the idea of sandy, dry, and miserable, then yield to some proper landscape, like a meadow with a river, or a high street with shops. No such luck for us. The desert went on forever. I could imagine Set, the god of wastelands, laughing at us as we trudged over endless dunes. If this was his home, I didn't think much of the way he decorated. Welcome to The Oldest Gods, where we discuss Rick Riordan's role as our godly parent.
I'm Raye, following the path of Geb.
And I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast. Hey buddy. How's it going?
Oh, you know.
You're still purple today. Sadie's still purple today.
Yeah, we're twinning, we're vibing.
Want to get your hair chomped on by some camels? Purple hair?
I would not like that either. Gross.
Because it looks kind of fruity. I don't know.
How could you say this to me? Guys, I'm being microaggressed on my podcast.
Hey, I'm kind of fruity too, so you know.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, we gotta do this thing. Don't you love the title of the chapter?
Camels are evil. ...
Just so you know, because you haven't looked at the rest of the book and anything.
Yes,
I'm
chapter, aware. Yes.
It makes a sentence.
Yes.
Is the whole point.
So there's a continuation to this one, everyone. We'll get there.
I mean, that is kind of the gist of the chapter, though. Camels are evil. Are they though? I feel like they're just kind of vibing in this entire chapter. They're just like, we were created and now we're uncreated. And that was our entire existence.
Do you think Camel's reputation is fair or unfair for being incredibly difficult animals? Do you think white people just aren't used to them? Or do you because some animals do have ornery dispositions, and I think camels might legitimately be one of them. But
I haven't had to deal with camels personally.
Yeah, I don't know, also.
I don't know this, but I'm also just thinking here, okay, camels live in the fucking desert, or
very
live
true.
near them at the very least, like Sadie was complaining about for the first half of this chapter as well. And it's okay, wouldn't you have a annoyed disposition if you were existing in a desert at all times? I don't know.
If you're made for it, if I was a little lizard, I'm sure I'd be very happy.
I think a little lizard could do a lot better. Camels? Why do they gotta have fur in the fucking desert? How does it help you at all?
I'm sure it does in some sort of way. I'm sure.
Maybe at night, because it is fucking cold at night in the desert. But during the day,
well,
don't want to be
you
there.
wouldn't want to have exposed skin. You would get a sunburn.
True.
That's why everybody also wears covering clothing. So
I don't know. I think that the camels are allowed to be mad about where they live. So that's why.
So that's our conclusion then, is that camels are valid.
Camels are valid.
They may be evil, but they're valid. All right. So Sadie and Walt's here now. Don't worry about it.
Good summary, honestly.
Yeah. They're making their way to the Golden Mummies, and they use a bus, a car, and finally, some magically summoned camels. Sadie is not very impressed with them. After some prodding, Walt starts explaining that his royal line is cursed. But Bast interrupts him to deliver the news that Apophis wants them to release Ra. Sadie kind of figures that this is because he thinks it will cause chaos and infighting. She decides they should do it anyways, though. Bast quest also directs them to a date farm where they will find an entrance. Walt and Sadie make it there. An underwater tower, they find water going underground, and so they figure there must be some kind of hole there. So Sadie blows it the fuck up and causes massive damage to the farm, the water tower, and the burial site, all in a day's work. She squished some mummies. That's the alternate title. Sadie squishes some mummies.
Sadie gets to use her favorite spell.
Indeed.
Also another thing. We destroy a water tower.
Yeah, that feels very Rick Riordan.
It does. Yeah, that's chapter things. Chapter. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, this was a very transitory one. They are literally traveling and make it to a place at the end of the chapter. It's actually quite a short one.
Yeah, it is a short one. But you know what happened in this chapter?
You should tell me.
Walt mentioned the name of 2 different gods. Therefore, we have a longer myth section.
Oh, wow.
For a shorter chapter. So, in case you missed it.
But
I have no particular order for these things because they're both about the same length at this point. But first, he mentions A10. And you remember what that is from the chapter? What's A10?
The sun disk.
Yeah,
yes?
that's just the disc itself.
Yes.
And as Walt explains, his ancestor, his pharaoh lineage comes from Akhenaten, who is the guy that I love to rag on specifically. Because he's the one Egyptian guy who's like, monotheism, that's where it's at. I think this is the original person to invent monotheism.
Wild thing to do, for real.
Like, wild. Actually, scratch that. I don't know when monotheism first existed. But yeah. It's funny that he's the first one in Egyptian religion to be like, just
what if there was just one guy?
Just one guy, but actually the one guy isn't even our top dog. It's the thing that he wears on his head. Because the sun disk, that is the thing that Ra wears as his crown.
Right.
So, the fuck, bro? And just to tell you, Akhenaten did specifically rename himself so he could also be associated with this god. Akhenaten is not his given name anyway. He was Amenhotep the Fourth. And then he's like, new religion, new me. Therefore, this is how we do shit.
Huh.
Yeah, and I love it. The Atenism even has its own, like, page as well. No, I'm not gonna... I don't know what else there is to talk about for Atenism specifically, but yeah. So, sun disk. I guess the other symbol for it is the reaching rays, because, like, there's... The imagery also has, like... It almost looks like fucking arrows. Oh, it's not... Is it hands?
They might be hands, or they might be like sheaves of wheat.
Maybe. I don't know. It's very interesting. Okay, the etymology, it means disc.
Yep. Makes sense.
Because the sun is the disc of the day. There you go. There's so much to go off of in this religion, right? The sun.
The
life.
Moon is silver Aten, the silver disc. Fascinating.
Amazing. Beautiful.
I'm so Hades 2-brained. I'm like, the Silver Sisters? Wow.
Listen, bro. I still haven't even fucking bought it. But what did I immediately do? I immediately was gifted by the algorithm spoilers.
Oh, of course.
The epilogue. And I'm like,
no!
Oh my god!
I don't even know that shit still because I am failing.
I just can't speak to anyone for the next 5 years until they finish the game. I'm just vibing. Okay, so yes, it's the disc of the sun, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. The origins is basically everything that I've already explained. Cool. He has no creation myth or family. He is mentioned in the Book of the Dead. Cool. I'm using he for Aten. Does he have a gender? Do they have a gender? It's a disc.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Okay, no, there is male pronoun here down under religion a little bit. Aten bends low near the earth to watch over his creation.
Okay, I guess, okay. I guess my brain was just like, there's a lot of he's in here, and it's like Ra and Akhenaten, and if Akhenaten associates himself with this thing, therefore it must be male, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe. So, okay, what is this thing about? In this one story, specifically, this is the first reference to Aten as a deity. This deceased king is described as rising as a god to the heavens and uniting with the sun disk.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Go off.
You really have to wonder what was going through Akhenaten's head. Like, what is the reasoning to be like, okay, we're getting rid of all of the gods, but I think people still need one, and we're just gonna use the sun. No, like, personality, no. like it's a protective thing, it's helpful, it's the sun. just worship that now. I don't know, man.
Sorry, I just went to his page, and there's this one sentence that says, he has been described as enigmatic, mysterious, revolutionary, the greatest idealist of the world.
What?
The first individual in history, but also a heretic, a fanatic, possibly insane, and mad.
God damn, what a guy.
I think people actually like learning about this guy specifically because he's so weird to Egyptian culture, which, again, I love it. I love to rag on this guy for being a little weirdo in this culture that is like, why would we do one god? We have so many of them. But also, all of them have to do with death and rebirth.
Right, of course.
Because cycles.
If you go down to iconography, it does say that he's represented by the sun disk, reaching rays of light tipped with human-like hands. So they are supposed to be hands.
Okay, that's what I was getting. I'm just like, that kind of looks like hands, maybe. I don't know. It's also kind of creepy to me. Sure.
Aten could not be fully represented because he's beyond creation. Very, very much like Christian mythology, monotheistic vibe.
Yeah, it's very much the like hand in the clouds, or like the we'll give him like maybe a dove as his messenger, but like the dove isn't actually him. So just so you know, like.
Damn. And then Akhenaten decided that you're not allowed to make icons of him at all, so you're not get rid of your sun discs also.
Okay, what is wrong with this man? He's just like, religion, but also no religion. Actually, can we stop with the religion, please? They do have temples. In his city specifically, he has a city of Akhenaten. Of course he does.
Of course.
My goodness. Okay, it does also say that he was depicted as a falcon-headed god, like Ra, at least in the religion section a little bit. So I don't know there.
Well, that's probably, the idea of Aten before, Akhenaten decided we're gonna do all this shit.
Maybe it's before he. Okay, yeah, it's before he became Akhenaten specifically, because it says during the reign of Amenhotep III, which I assume is like Akhenaten's dad. In Atenism, night is a time to fear. Terrifying statement. Correct as well.
Sensible.
But you do your work in the sun when Aten is present. Yes, your god must watch you work because, right? Work is good. Work is good for the soul. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
It sounds like capitalism to me. I don't know why I don't have a lot to say about this. There's just, it's a life-giving force of light to the world. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's just the god of all gods.
So at the end of Atenism, they're talking about like how after Akhenaten died, it kind of lasted for about 10 more years. When Tutankhamun came into power, he was religious tolerant. You're allowed to worship whoever you want to.
Yeah, that's why I love Tut, because Tut's just like, yeah, fuck my dad, actually. Like, we can do whatever we want, guys. We don't have to all be Atenists, okay? Just do your own thing. We're good. King Tut was pretty cool. He didn't do a whole lot in his reign, because he was,
literally a little guy.
Little baby. The question of monotheism. What? Oh my god.
A lot going on here.
There's so many things going on.
You want to
What was
get
the-
into Amun?
Sorry, I wanted to see what the worship was like.
Oh,
How did they
yes.
worship him specifically? Like, because they can't have any iconography after a while. So what are they allowed? There's no statues, of course, because that's idols, you know.
Their
Okay, the
temples
Ankh is
did not have
okay.
any roofs so that they could let the sun inside.
Of course, everybody needs to get sunburns. Oh, they don't need offerings. No, oracles were not needed specifically. What?
Huh. Not needed. Like, who decided that?
Sorry, it says less offerings and oracles not needed. So that's so weird. Interesting. They purify anointment. Clothing of divine image is not performed. Okay. Incense. They have a lot of incense. Okay. Okay, it says priests do less offerings, and then it says food stuff offerings as well. Make up your minds. Figure out what you're trying to say here. Cool. That's odd. He's a guy. There's a picture of Akhenaten sacrificing a duck. That poor duck. It's not nice, dude. How dare you? But we have another god mentioned in the chapter once again. Who were the priests who did not like what Akhenaten did? The priests of Amun-Ra.
Indeed.
But the thing is, Amun-Ra is kind of two gods together. It's Ra, but it's also Amun.
Which is a thing that they do that I don't really understand and would like to have explained to me.
So you know how in Steven Universe we have fusion.
I'm familiar. I'm quite familiar with the concept.
I believe it's a similar concept as far as I'm aware. Although I feel like it's more that the gods are like, you know, subsumed into the other one than fully fused together. But yeah, we have Amun-Ra as a guy. Also Zeus Amon / Jupiter Amon, because he's identified with Zeus.
Oh boy.
In Greece and in Rome, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, okay, I remember what this is. He's part of another big group of gods. I remember when we talked about Moon Knight, we talked about the Aeneid.
Yes.
But there's also the Ogdode, which is a group of 8? 8 feels weird. I don't know why 8 feels weird, but it does. Because the Aeneid is like 9. It must just be the word for 8, and that's why. So he's like a member of this. And he has a wife, Aminette, as well. But he is obviously fused with Ra, but on his own, he's also the king of the gods. So that's kind of confusing, I guess. This is a dude with blue skin. Once again, we love dudes with blue skin in Egypt. Why not?
This one's not because he's dead. It's because he's part of primeval creation and air.
He's just super old, so he's above looking like a normal person. Why not? His symbol is 2 vertical plumes. Is that what he's wearing on his head? I feel like that's what he's wearing.
Yes, maybe. Probably.
And the ram-headed sphinx. I love the different sphinxes. They're fun. So that's called the cryo sphinx.
That kind of slaps.
Oh, he's got so many consorts. Okay, so Aminette is like his wife that I mentioned before, but there's also Wasret and Mut. And that's saying Raye. That's it. That's a Greek goddess. That's a Greek titaness. Excuse you. And his offspring are Khonshu, Heyo,
our boy,
our guy, Harpera. She doesn't have a page. They don't have a page. Can I pronounce your name? Chigenenet? Yeah. And then there's Dionysus, which again, what are the Libyans doing? I want to know how they got that family tree. Amun and Raye equals Dionysus. Robert, if Robert was still doing memes, I would expect the SpongeBob and Patrick equals the clam for that one, because I don't understand the math.
Yeah. I went to their source and it's just a different wiki page. And it does not seem to be relevant even, so I really don't know, man.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this there's also says that with Osiris Amun-Ra, specifically, like the fusion of the two, is the most widely recorded of the gods in Egypt. It's cool. So, but Amun is like one of the self-created creator deity types, which is why he makes sense as like just fuse him with Ra, because Ra is also, like, as far as I know, also just self-created because he's all important and everything. Why not? Go for it. His name possibly means the hidden one or invisible.
Dun, dun,
sure.
dun.
And his epithets are great god whose name is unknown. The fuck? His name is Amun, if you didn't know. I don't know, man. That's just funny to me. Okay, so we get the Khonshu and Mut as his family in Thebes. So yeah, it's one of those where like certain places have the certain family for the god type thing. So there's a whole thing about just one of his temples here. It's in Karnak. Where's that? Is it Thebes? I think it's Thebes. No, this is saying Luxor. No, it's part of the monumental city of Thebes. Okay, yep. And here's just a whole thing of him in the New Kingdom. So like, what was going on with him in the Old Kingdom? Specifically, just that little bit of him being invisible and unknown. That's it. And then they're like, "Hey, what if we conflated him with Ra? Because why not? You know, he's our patron deity here in Thebes. Oh, because of Thebes being, you know, super important. Therefore, Amun is super important. Makes sense. Oh, I like this. Okay, so Pharaoh's worshipping Amun having victories means he's seen as a champion of the less fortunate? Yeah. Oh, because, okay, they're vanquishing foreign rulers? This is in quotes. I don't know what this is referring to. Who are the foreign rulers? Specifically, the Hyksos rulers of Egypt, I would assume then. Okay, so they pushed some people out. Cool. I don't know what's happening. I'm just reading Wikipedia. I hope it's interesting for people to listen to.
I'm way down
I'm
under
sorry.
Iron Age because I was looking into what on earth is going on in Libya, and I still don't know. But apparently, there's
what
just
the
like
fuck is going on in Libya?
there's some oracle of Amun near the Libyan desert, and just this one person, I guess, causing like this whole like Roman like Greek worship of Amun.
Why not?
And yeah, they're doing a whole different thing. I really don't know.
I guess so. Okay, here we have like some more stuff. Egypt conquers Kush, and they identify the deity of the Kushites with Amun, even though this guy has a ram's head, and Amun does not. So that's where we get, there's a few more pictures here. There's so many different pictures of him. There's a blue ram guy, and his horns are green, and he has a sun disk on. Oh, now I remember who Min is. Okay, took me a second. So do you remember who Min is?
I do not.
I think he's the mummy guy with the erect penis.
Oh, I see.
Yep. And then when he gets conflated with Amun, you just put the hat, the plumed hat on him. There, now it's Amun. There you go. They make him. Is Min also okay? No, Min just looks like that. Min also just has the plumed hat. What is different? You don't even look different at all. He only looks different when he's got the Ra, because then he gets the sun disk on him too. So it has to have the sun disk. I'm sorry, Min's skin being black as night is like so jarring with the fact that he also is a mummy and wears white. I don't know. It's the stark contrast that's making me go blind a little bit. Okay, so oh hey, look, the period in the middle here. This is where we get the Akhenaten stuff. What does it say about the priests of Amun-Ra? Do we have any of that in here? Because that would be so fun. Okay, he moves the capital away from Thebes as well. I would assume that he moves it to like his new town of Akhenaten, of course. You know. Yeah,
that's a thing he did.
How dare he deface Thebes? Fuck this guy.
It is pretty fucked up.
Doesn't mean you have to curse his entire family line or anything, but finally, all the way down here in the middle of the page, we get theology, the god of wind, Amun. This is the first time they've like really said, oh yeah, he's the god of winds. Sure.
Huh, yeah.
But when you put Ra, Amun, and Min together, you get creation, solar, and fertility, and just all that goodness.
Right,
oh god,
right.
oh god.
That's so interesting because I guess I was thinking of him as a solar deity this whole time because they didn't even mention the wind thing. But yeah, I guess that's only when he's been combined.
I mean, I guess it makes sense with the whole, like, I don't know, invisible thing. Like, he's a god of, like, the air, the essence of air, maybe. We have a trinity, as we love, obviously, a triad. Amun, Ra, and Ptah. My favorite god, because I just love trying to say his name. It's so fun. Ptah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, that is in fact correct how you say it. Oh, okay. Oh no, I wanted to see if there's any truth to this, like, the priests of Amun-Ra didn't like Akhenaten. It doesn't say anything.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't.
I feel like there would be something, you know? I feel like somebody would have found that. Yeah, it just says they were, like, you know, they were the two big Bayans, and they were against each other. It doesn't really say that the priests of Amun did not like Akhenaten.
I saw somewhere, I can't remember which page it was on, but they were saying that, like, Amun was worshipped pretty much consistently except for Akhenaten when he did his whole Atenism thing. And so, you know, you would not like the guy who said you're not allowed to worship your most important guy.
Yeah, it's like, Rick's just like, oh, okay, so it's not said, but it's probably true. Yeah, you already talked about some of the weird Greece things. Okay, Zeus Amun is when we get ram-headed Zeus.
Yeah.
There you go.
What a look.
I do remember seeing stuff about ram-headed Zeus. It certainly is a look for him. Cool. Amun, you sure are a guy. The guy of all time.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the chapter? How camels are super evil?
Yeah.
But actually, I kind of love, what are they, Katrina and Hindenburg?
Indeed.
I love the names, specifically.
I'm wondering if Katrina is named after Hurricane Katrina, but he didn't, like, somebody told him, you can't actually say that, though.
Oh my god.
Too soon, Rick.
Because of what, the gas? And, like, the winds of a hurricane? Question mark?
The spit. It's wet.
I guess. I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. I thought that Sadie was just like, okay, I'll give her a nice little name. But the other one, fuck him. Okay, we're back in Sadie's POV. After we had our whole thing with Carter, we had cliffhanger, but we don't get to know what's happening. There, as usual. And Sadie's just like, wow, it's so horrible that you rescued Sia and that you almost got drowned by demons that were made of water.
And then now you're going to get executed or whatever.
Yeah. But actually, guess what? I had to deal with gassy camels.
I had real problems, Carter.
They were eating my hair. Also, boy troubles. Oh God, Sadie. I do think it's funny that specifically it's like, oh, but they're magical camels. They're from the magical amulets. They're still real.
It's just as camel as any other camel.
I think that just means that Walt made them too well.
Yeah.
Answer.
Make more fake camels.
Do you have to feed them?
They do shit, so presumably.
I guess they do.
I mean, only if they're alive, though. I bet if it's an amulet, it's fine. So you just turn them back into an amulet before they get hungry.
Sir. Oh. So they didn't start on the camels, of course. They tried some different things. They had a bus. There's no air conditioning.
Which sucks. Great.
Then they hired a driver who played ABBA.
And ate raw onions.
Sadie did not like either of these things. How dare you, Sadie?
Even less, I think, was the fact that he drove them to a bunch of bandits who are going to rob them.
Listen, it's just the fact that it seemed like she was also complaining about ABBA that upsets me. You can complain about the bandits. That's fine.
And the onions.
Don't complain about ABBA.
True.
Yeah, so they were almost robbed, but Sadie was like, haha, my staff can turn into a lion? You want to fight me?
Yeah.
No, you don't. And Sadie's like, they're probably still running as you're reading this, you know?
Yeah.
Forever. But now the car is dead. And that's why they had to use camels.
They figure it's safer to not, tempt people with their very American looks and mannerisms.
Yep. Sadie describing herself as like, well, I'm, this girl with purple streaked hair traveling alone with someone who does not look like her brother, which is kind of her entire existence at this point.
Which, very good line, very crazy. What a wild thing to just drop in there.
It's true.
It's true.
So, magic camels. Why camels is my question for our boy here.
Well, they're good at deserts. They're made for it. It's their whole thing.
Walt, why don't you make an amulet of a car? Plot twist. Or
is
like
that allowed?
An airplane, a helicopter, something that's faster, maybe, than a camel. Smells better than a camel. I don't know what you're allowed to make, actually. Maybe you're only allowed to make animals that existed in Egypt. No penguins allowed.
Yeah, I was about to say, penguins don't really fit into that. Maybe that's why he has to summon them actually from Antarctica.
Exactly. You can't make penguin amulets. He'd be too powerful. Sadie hates the desert, as do I. Raye, we gotta say it together. I hate sand. It's rough, it's coarse.
It's rough, it's coarse, it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Indeed,
worst.
it does. I'm still on my environmentalism desert loving shtick, where I'm like, respect biomes.
Listen, I do like the lizards and such that hang out in deserts. That stuff is cool. I just don't like sand.
Yes.
Or smelly camels.
Understandable.
Cactuses? Pretty cool. That's
a lot of things in the desert seem like they are made to be inhospitable to human habitation.
Exactly.
Such as sand and cacti, and
that's absolutely the point. The desert's like, humans, stop coming here, please.
And yet, whole cultures.
So it goes on forever, and Sadie's imagining our boy Set, who's like the god of fucking deserts, laughing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, Sadie dislikes being in the desert just as much as you do.
Good.
Oh, no, I'm right about the hurricane thing. I named my camel Katrina. She was a natural disaster. God damn.
He didn't say hurricane, but he did reference.
It's implied. Holy crap. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Katrina and Hindenburg. He's as large as a Zeppelin and definitely full of gas.
Wow. She explains that she summoned Walt here with her Shen amulet. She'd been able to literally pull him through the Duat. Quite a handy magic item, instant hot guy.
Yeah.
No. Oh, Sadie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love how she's just like, I already kind of suspected the amulets might be connected. Like, he has one just like I do. We did already know that before, that he had one in her dream.
Mm.
So, like, maybe these things, because it's the sympathetic magic. It's happening. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that she can just pull them out. They all need to get some of those, I think. I think all of them in the group need to get some of those amulets, actually, so they can just pull each other through the Duat.
Yeah, instant fast travel to these marked spots.
Instead of using these fucking portal-like things that need cooldowns and such, it'd be a lot easier.
Maybe the amulets also need cooldowns and you can only get, like, one person per day.
Maybe, but it's still, like, another thing. Because you might not always be near a thing to get a portal.
It would be very useful if they could pull Carter and Bess out of their current situation.
Be nice. Walt came prepared with every magical item he's ever made, presumably. He's got a million things around his neck.
He's got the drip, is what it sounds like. 3 rings on each hand, a
corded belt. and a backpack with probably more stuff. Because why not?
She describes him in a black workout top, hiking pants, and boots, and I'm like, is that good desert wear? Because I would not be wearing black for one fucking thing.
It does seem like he always wears black, though.
He shouldn't.
Probably
not in the desert.
not. Some people
In
are
case
just
you
like,
guys didn't know, black things, they pick up all of the light color spectrum waves, so they're way fucking hot.
would you rather wear white and
Yes.
then everyone see your sweat?
What do you think people in the desert wear? Tan and white, because you get
Yeah.
the least color, like, shit.
That's where you wear khaki. All
Yeah.
khaki. Khaki everything. I do love Sadie trying to make a conversation. Lovely weather we're having.
Sadie is so funny. This whole little conversation here. Like, you know, she's sarcastic, she's roundabout, but through being that, she is very direct.
Yeah, Walt has been just kind of thinking in a daze, not paying attention to her this whole time, and Sadie's just like, okay, so we could talk, maybe, perhaps. I mean, hypothetically, if you, told something, or I told something to Jazz, and Bess knew about it, and, like, no one would tell me anything, and I had a good friend who, like, went on this cool adventure with me, maybe I'd tell her something was going on.
And Walt's like, hypothetically?
Yeah. And they keep going on, like, hypothetically, maybe, and if you don't tell her, she might strangle you.
Hypothetically.
But obviously, it's hard for Walt to talk about, and he's not trying to hide stuff from her. He's just, he's just a sad boy. Do you not love this little, Katrina tried to kiss Hindenburg, and he farts in response. I found this a depressing commentary on boy-girl relationships.
Oh, Sadie.
That's a very 13-year-old girl to me. So, Walt explains, yeah, you know how we're all Blood of the Pharaohs? Like, the whole reason that I'm even here, right? It's because the Blood of the Pharaohs called me. You guys are descended from, those guys. We've mentioned them a million times. Narmer and Ramses. Cool. Sadie should be Sadie the Great, of course. And Walt's like, so, Akhenaten? You know that guy?
She's like, vaguely.
He's probably a pharaoh, probably of Egypt, maybe, could be, who's to say? And it's very cute that they're like, he laughs at this and everything. It's like, okay, as Charlie has already described, Akhenaten is the pharaoh who's like, let's just worship the sun disk because that's a great idea. Monotheism. He moves the capital and everything. He's weird, and he's basically the first guy to outlaw the worship of the gods. Remember the thing that Iskandar also did? Yeah.
They're part of a long legacy of being weird about their religion.
And the priests of Amun-Ra were not happy with Akhenaten for this. They defaced his statues and tried to wipe out his name.
Which is a thing that they did all the time. Every time that they got mad at somebody.
That's how you destroy somebody from history, honestly. So yeah, that's who Walt's related to. But also, the gods weren't happy about it. And his son King Tut. Whoa, King Tut. He suffered a curse, but he was one of the luckier ones.
He died at 19 and he was one of the luckier ones. And then they're immediately interrupted before he can elaborate on that anymore.
That's all we got from that. How are you feeling about this?
This is one of the very only things that I remembered about this entire book was that Walt had a thing going on. So I will not bring up anything else about it.
Okay. No, I was going to say, like, you said Walt had a thing going on. Did you remember this was the thing? Okay, cool. Good job.
Not specifically the curse or whatever, but, the thing.
The Egyptians loved curses, as we all know. The camels stop immediately, and hey, where are we? We're in a valley in the middle of the desert. I think we're here.
We're heading up to the oasis that we need to be at. And she's like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I love it how Sadie's just like, wow, amazing. It's like the Garden of Eden. Sadie, maybe you've gotten a little bit too much sun. Maybe this is a mirage. You don't know. You never know. I feel like they should have done mirages, actually, in this book. It would have been funnier. And then there's a cat.
Yep. Cat just approaches.
And this cat looks like it's been put through a blender, as Sadie mentions.
And Bast is like, excuse me, be respectful. He's a warrior. And she's like, a warrior who loses.
Just a little bit. He's an Egyptian Mao that Bast is controlling with a little bit of her ba. But she's still deep in the dua right now. She just needed to contact them. Things are chaotic there.
Yeah, I like where Bast has the cat stand up on his hind legs.
Like, ta-da!
Very, very good visual.
It's me. Yeah, so her message, she does say they have to feed the cat first. Don't forget to feed the cat. Bast tell us the message. What is it? Oh, Apophis is waking. We knew that. But he has a bunch of demons. You didn't know that, right? Right? He wants you to free Ra. It's part of the plan.
And Bast is like, yeah, it makes no sense to me, but whatever.
I feel like that much was kind of obvious. I don't know. Could have just been me.
That might just because you're used to Rick's writing style, where that is the twist every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So it's like, what? Why would he want us to free his arch enemy? What's going on with that? And Bast is like, well, he wants to swallow the sun and destroy the world, so clearly he needs Ra to come back so he can do that. Makes sense. I buy it. But Walt's like, but why is he trying to stop us if he wants us to succeed? Is he trying to stop them? Really? When you think about it, he only scared Carter. They escaped from St. Petersburg. And Set even helped them find the third scroll.
Yep. Servant of Chaos.
I mean, Set doesn't want Apophis to come back. Let's be honest.
Who knows? So. Who knows what he's up to? But he did agree last book that he didn't want Apophis to come back, so.
It's we've all seen Wreck-It Ralph. I'm bad guy, but this does not mean I am bad guy.
God.
You know? Zangief, everybody. So yeah, Sadie figures out, okay, he wants to divide us. That's what he wants. He wants chaos. If Ra comes back, there'll be a power vacuum. There'll be a civil war. Like, what's going on? Who's ruling us? So, should we awaken Ra? Should we not? Wait a second. If we just don't awaken Ra, Apophis still wins. And if we choose to believe that this will work, we choose to believe in Mott, as Jazz mentioned. Jazz's Wren mentioned way back when. They might be able to succeed at bringing back Ra and defeating Apophis.
It's a risky bet, basically, at this point. What is stronger? Is it chaos or is it Mott?
I like that she's specifically like, we have to make order from chaos.
As the Egyptians do, you strike out into the desert and you start up farmland, even though it's the fucking desert.
Because order doesn't just come, you have to create it yourself.
Totally.
So it makes sense. So Sadie's like, you gotta get back here, Bass, because they're gonna go after Brooklyn House. We might have a last stand there, so you gotta go protect our babies and our college
their uncle.
kids. And our uncle too. I do think it's funny when Bass is just like, where's Carter and Bess?
And Sadie's like, well,
they went off here, and Bass is like, excuse me, how dare they let you go off on your own?
And Walt's like, hi, I'm sitting right here.
Hello? Can you not see me? What's going on here? My John Cena? Bast, her connection is failing, and the last thing she says is, look for the Blackwater Tower, and watch out for the Romans.
This is such a tease from Rick. I'm sure we'll talk about this more next chapter, but if you were reading these series concurrently, you're like, the Romans? Excuse me, what the fuck? Because I remember that, reading this right here. I'm like, excuse me? I don't know if, that happened to you, but that feels like a purposeful troll to me.
I read these books so fast that I have, no memory of what I really thought halfway through, honestly. I feel like I only remember how I felt at the end of each of them. Most of the time. Bast frees the cat, and the cat's like, I want food now. Meow. Meow. Meow.
They just give him some jerky and some water because they don't have a lot, but he seems pretty pleased.
Yeah, hey, that's good enough.
I gave my cat jerky once and it gave him the shits, so don't do that, just so everyone knows. It was probably too spiced. I pre-chewed it for him because it was too dry.
I mean, listen, Bast also said give the cat some milk, and you're not really supposed to do that either.
No, they're lactose intolerant.
Exactly. So, more shits. They find the date farm and the water tower, and they're looking for the tomb entrance. And we have a little cute little interaction here by the market. Bebsy. You want some Bebsy?
I feel like Rick just knows that kids are gonna find that fucking hilarious, that it's Bebsy.
It is fucking hilarious, and I was just like, is this real? Is this real? It is absolutely fucking real!
I love it. Good.
That's just their word for soda.
What a wonderful world we live in with Bebsy.
It is funny, though. Okay. Yeah, Sadie's just like, okay, I thought this was supposed to be a famous dig site. Why is there, like, nothing here? There's a water tower and a date farm. No archaeologists or souvenirs? Huh? Come on, I want a golden mummy souvenir. I want it to be plush.
Yeah, she says that this is the best place to enter. How come there isn't an entrance?
Well, they were sent to a secret entrance. Ooh. Where could it be?
But she sees that the water tower is dripping and that the water is forming like a little canal, which means that it's going somewhere. So where the water is disappearing, she digs a little, she finds a stone slab, and she's like, all right, I got it.
I got this. Walt's like, we could use something as a lever and pry it up or something. Sadie's like, no way. I got this. Howdy, bitches. And once again, we're using our connection to the gods and channeling some of their emotions. Mm-hmm. She remembers when Isis found Osiris's coffin, uses her anger and desperation to blow the tree apart, and she went to the stone.
So she channels that and she fucking explodes this thing.
A little bit too well.
Yeah. Girl.
It's fine. You just destroyed a water tower.
And she destroyed the water tower, knocked it the fuck over. They get soaked with a flood of water. You know what was under there? It was an undiscovered part of this tomb. And she has just fucking decimated it. Girl! And Walt is appropriately, in my opinion, horrified.
Sadie's like, oops.
And he's like, oh my god, you just destroyed those golden mummies? You just ruined, and she says, I did say oops.
She's like, it's just so bloody tempting to blow things up, right?
Oh, Sadie. What a girl.
Also, it's now officially the Sadie Kane Memorial Crater.
Yes, that was so good. Baby girl, I love you so much.
They're just gonna get down there before the owner of the water tower shows up with a gun, because someone's gonna be mad about this, but will they be mad about it when they find out it's actually a historical site? Maybe.
Yeah. If I was the owner of this date farm and I came out and I saw my water tower fell over, I would think that was an accident, probably, that it just, like, the structure wasn't that secure and that it fell over and that it opened up this, entrance into this tomb, and I would be very excited.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm sure he's fine.
And you know what, bro? The next chapter is a long boy. It's like 30 pages. Can't wait. And that's where that ends.
Goddamn.
So much. Do we have any plugs?
I didn't spend time thinking of something, so I'll just say, I don't know if I've ever plugged Potion Craft. It's really fun. It's had some updates, so I think I did recommend it when it updated, but whatever. Potion Craft, fun game where you make potions and sell them. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite, like, kind of idle, like, things to do. Oh, speaking of idle, I've also been playing Cookie Clicker. Very addicting. So those are my two, I guess, if you need relaxing games to play. Not that Cookie Clicker is relaxing, it's more horribly addicting.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Have you never played Cookie Clicker?
I think I've seen somebody play it before.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just a website. Like, you can, like, buy it on Steam for $5, but, like, you can just go to the site. It's just a clicker game, but I feel like it's one of the ones that, like, kind of, popularized the genre and also kind of pointed out to people, like, what this can be. Because the best clicker games are ones that will make you feel bad for your hubris and the crimes against humanity that you've committed. And so Cookie Clicker, it's like, it starts out and you click the cookie and you're making some cookies, and then you spend your cookies to buy other clickers that click on the cookie for you. And it's like, you're baking cookies. Somebody bought your cookies. Wow, you're doing great. And then the next thing you know, it's like you've bought a wizard tower with wizards that produce cookies, and then you get shipments of cookies from other dimensions, and then you get a time machine that brings cookies from the past before they were ever eaten, so that you can get more cookies. And then the molecular makeup of the world turns out to have been cookies. like all.
Do we find out you're actually also made of cookies?
Yes, your molecular makeup is cookies, and the final upgrade is in fact you. You get another you from another dimension that makes more cookies. So Cookie Clicker is delightful for that. If you want a more pointed, like kind of political version of like that same idea, Universal Paperclips, much less designed. Like Cookie Clicker is very like cutesy and it's got that big cookie and stuff. Universal Paperclips is more just, text and buttons, but it is very like, this is the end state of capitalism. Like if you are an AI whose only purpose is to create more paperclips, and so you will destroy anything in the pursuit of creating more paperclips, not for any purpose, not even for profit technically, just for the sake of paperclips. So yeah, 3 game recommendations now.
This is so many things. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll do a plug now after that. I don't think I plugged this when I started watching it. So I rewatched the original Tokyo Mew Mew because yes.
I haven't seen it.
How dare you? I'll try not to spoil it. But as always, I have to watch season 1 with the 4Kids dub because my childhood and reasons. For some reason, 4Kids was just like, yeah, like that episode in the middle of season 1, that's going to be our first episode. So we can start in media res.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah. They love to do that shit.
Yeah, I always just ignore that, and I'm like, I'm gonna start at the real episode 1, and then watch this later on, when it actually becomes relevant, even though, like, for some reason in the 4Kids dub, she also gets revealed as her secret identity to her boyfriend, but, like, that's not canon, because it's only in the 4Kids dub.
Wow.
There's plot relevancy when that actually happens, so... The gist is, if you haven't seen Tokyo Mew Mew, this is a magical girl anime. It is, if you've seen the furry anime, it's the furry anime. It's the furry anime, but it's also the maid cafe anime. Because it has to be too many things at once. It's aesthetics, and it's the color-coded team with a theme.
Hell yeah.
Let's be honest.
Hell yeah. Good shit.
But specifically, it's such an interesting quote-unquote magic system, because guess what? It's not magic. It's science.
Oh, I love that. Good.
Which doesn't make sense with the magical girl transformations whatsoever. It's not like they explain anything. It could very well just be like, yeah, it's magic, don't worry about it. But instead they're like, yes, we've implanted you with the DNA of red data animals.
What?
Because you specifically are perfect for this. We've analyzed all the people in Tokyo, and you specifically are perfect for this. You and 4 other girls. Huh. And you needed to have the data of this, or the whatever of this animal. They zapped all of Tokyo at once, it seems. In episode 1.
Yeah.
And then 5 girls show up and they are like, I have a weird symbol somewhere on my body, and that means that I can now transform. I guess. They don't even need to, like, get their transformation pendants from these guys, it seems. They just kind of, like, can transform. But they do have pendants later on, so it doesn't... There's no consistency. There's nothing that makes sense. I feel like I should read the manga and see how different it is. I've only read the sequel manga, which is, like, 2 books, and that's really, really weird, because... the big bad villain in that manga, your face is just like, The big bad villain in that one is dressed like a KKK member.
Oh God. Girl, what?
I don't know how to explain that other than that. And I don't know what they were doing in that manga because it, like I said, only lasted 2 books. It was a very short arc. And it went even harder than the original Tokyo Mew Mew.
God damn.
Or at least the anime. Is from what I'm used to goes. Yeah, so these girls, they have to get jobs at this maid cafe because that's their secret headquarters. They don't I don't know why they have to work at this maid cafe. I don't know why they have to. One of these girls ends up being like this, not necessarily idol, but like she's like a famous actress or some shit. So she's kind of an idol. And they still make her work at the maid cafe because she's one of the Mew Mews.
Okay.
Like, what? Bruh. I think only... And she's not even the only rich girl. Like, one of them is specifically a high-uppity rich girl who, like, doesn't even do work. She just sits and has tea while everyone else is working.
Of course she does.
The dynamics in the show were immaculate.
I feel like I need to see this. Like, I don't even think I know what it looks like. I just know the name.
You need to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I don't want to give too much away because because you do have interest in it. But yeah, in Japanese, we have some fun names for everybody. So everyone is named after food. Main character is Ichigo, which is strawberry.
Of course, yes.
We have mint, lettuce, pudding, and Zakuro, which I think is like, it's like a candy or something as well. Our villains are these 3 aliens. They're named Pie, Tart, and Quiche. The subtitles have their names wrong.
God.
If you watch the subtitles, it will be spelled wrong because I watched it subbed.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
And I feel like it would be so much funnier to watch it with the correct spelling of the names. Because this was like the first anime that I remember rewatching when I was like 11 or 12. This is the reason I started closing my door. I was like, I'm embarrassed I'm watching anime in my room. I don't want anyone to see me because I'm watching these little kid shows. I'm a weirdo. It would just be so much funnier if their names were spelled correctly. And you have to remember that his name is fucking Quiche.
How are they spelling quiche? Like, how do you fuck that up?
Because they pronounce them differently because they're pronouncing it in Japanese.
Right.
Quiche.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like kiss, H-U is how they spell it.
But it's just quiche. Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. It's so good. Everything about this anime is great. And Big Daddy is spoilers for you because I want you to watch it now. There's also a newer version of the anime that did come out semi-recently in the past couple of years. Tokyo Mew Mew New. I have not seen it.
All right.
But I think our friend Juice has. So I assume it is good, maybe? ? I know nothing.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. But watch the anime and tell us what your animal would be if you were a furry magical girl. Yeah. I always wanted to be a tiger.
What's your magical girl persona? Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I just remembered another thing that happens in the show. God, 4Kids, they only dubbed the first season. I don't think they could have done the second season.
Interesting.
Because, like, the first episode of the second season, some weird shit happens with the animal stuff.
I'm afraid. And
you
on
like
that
Animorphs?
Oh,
you
good. Like, just like Animorphs? Yay!
Just
my
like
favorite. Animorphs. How about you release us from this mortal coil?
I certainly will release you from this mortal coil. Get the fuck out of my house. You just destroyed my water tower, and you need to get in that fucking hole.
So you're the date farmer in this scenario.
I'm the date farmer. I'm coming after you.
Oh God. All right, everybody in the hole.
Everybody get in the hole with the mummies.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You can follow this podcast socials at Of the Eldest Gods Pod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send us a message through the duat to oftheeldestgodspod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/oftheeldestgods. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about the Riordanverse or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Against All Odds, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with mythology, no promises. You can check out our merch store on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. If you want to hear more from me, Raye, check out Barbie Movie Slap, a podcast where my co-host Ted and I discuss Barbie's cinematic universe. That podcast Twitter is at Barbie Slaps.
You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with the meme maker Robert called The Bits, where we talk about the Cartoon Network show Steven Universe. I also co-host a non-network podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo. Our music was created and produced by Isabel Strauss-Riggs. You can find Isabel at Kane I, that's I is in the body part, on Instagram and Twitter. She also currently makes video essays on the YouTube channel Kane I. Feel free to message her about making music for your project or editing your podcast.
Of the Eldest Gods is based on the series by Rick Riordan. Right now we are discussing The Kane Chronicles. Remember to follow us on your favorite podcatcher and meet us back here every Thursday.
The sun is hot.
Our shirts have stars.
There's yummy jam in our jars.
We're getting a new show with Lars.
That's right, folks. The Jam Buds are back.
This time with season 3 of our favorite queer cartoon that's over 10 years old.
So send us a good post.
And grab some fry bits.
And watch some Steven Universe.
With Robert.
And Charlie.
We'll see you next Friday.
Podcasting.
Indeed.
Why does it feel like it's been years? Didn't we do this last week?
I do believe we did in fact do this last week.
I don't know why every time I'm just like, it's been so many years since the last time I podcasted. And yet it's only been 6 days.
Yeah, I get it though, man. I get it.
I don't know. Time is an illusion. And so are pants.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Media.